comfortable width. We're doing this standing. This is something I do sitting down sometimes, but we need the legs straight in this occasion, right? So this is about opening the joints in your body, right? So the first thing we do is the usual open here, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Okay, so off we go. Breathe in. That's your bones opening, that's fine. And then just hang the muscle, yeah? So we're just repeating this again. So the bones in the feet open. And the bones in the palms, yeah? So you both feet and hands, and then just relax. And then breathing in, open. So your feet should be getting wider. We're going to do one more. So open the bones and close. Good. Okay, so we're going to add another joint. We're going to look at the shoulder next. Now, if this here is your qua, your inguinal groove, your qua, it's almost like if you know, if we were an animal, we'd have 4 legs, yeah. We'd have 2 qua here, we'd have 2 qua here. Or quas, however you want to pronounce it. So it's not called a qua here. This is not called an inguinal groove because this is your inguinal region, but it's the same. Basically, it's exactly the same. So what we need to feel is, as we do this, we need to feel like this is opening here and here simultaneously. These open as you do the move. So you're there and you go, breathe in, open the bones of the palms, but also just allow the upper qua, which is the wrong term, but anyway, and then you just soften. So you open the feet and the hands and the upper qua and soften. Opening. One more after this. Yeah, so in effect, what should be going on when you open the upper qua, you're not pulling the shoulder behind you. This is definitely not what you're doing. You're not trying to go open by pulling back here. What you're trying to do is, if that's my shoulders and I'm holding onto my shoulders here, as I breathe in and open, it should feel like my shoulders widen. Not only that, the chest widens, the qua both widen on either side. The whole thing widens, but doesn't do this and push the chest forward. That's no good. You don't want that. So let's just do it a couple more times again. Here we go. So breathe in, bones open, shoulders widen, and just hang the muscle. And then shoulders widening and back, and shoulders widening and back. Okay, so in effect, the humerus here, which attaches into this ball and socket joint here, has done opening and breathe out. Opening, I hope it doesn't do it this much, and breathe out, yeah? So we've got wrist and shoulder, we've got palms. So the palms will affect the wrist, okay? I mean, we could look at the wrist separately as the bones in the wrists, all those 8 little bones here in the wrist joint. We could look at that separately, but we almost don't need to, because when you do this bones opening in the palm, it has an automatic effect on here, simply because those bones connect to these bones, these metacarpals attached to the little bones in the wrist, yeah? So that's that one, but we've got a joint in the middle. Now, the joint in the middle, this is, for me, I think, personally, I find this the hardest one to do, simply because you've got to feel as though the bone from here to here, the humerus, detaches from the bone from here to here, or the bones from here to here, because we've got the radius and we've got the ulna. Yeah, so we need to feel like this joint does this and widens, and we're not, at the same time, we're not trying to do that and overstretch, but there is a tiny little bit of that, but it's really small. So because the hands are here, when I open, you watch my elbow, I don't know if you'll see or not, but when I close, okay, so hang on a second, I've got to do it on the opening. So I'm opening and I feel like the bone, I don't know if you can see it, there's a tiny bit of opening here. It's just a feeling of slight, as though I'm trying to detach these bones from this one. Yeah. So, okay, let's give this a shot. So you have to focus on your elbow. Well, you know, obviously you focus on everything, but take most of your attention to the elbow for a second. So ready? Breathe out. Okay, here we go. Feet and hands, shoulders widening, elbows. And now just relax everything, just hang everything. Feet and palms, shoulders, elbows. And relax everything. Now, if it helps you to stretch the arms a little bit more, to do that a little bit, do it. So, and now mainly take your attention to the elbows. Release between those bones. Okay, so we've got one more joint we're going to look at, and it's the hip joint. So if you put your hands like this, we'll just quickly go over this. We've done it before in the past, I'm sure. Hands are either side of your body. They're not forwards of the body. They're either side of the body. And you put the heels of your hands on your hip bone there, which is incidentally slightly back, just a little. Well, actually, the hip bone's bang on the left and right. But here, your fingers are reaching. So the heels of my hands are like this. And I reach there, and then I just go a tiny little bit back with the fingers. I do that with the fingers, just a very small amount. Yeah, it's really small. And then I just do this with my knees, and you'll feel something moving under your fingers, right? So this is your greater trochanter here, it's called. And what happens is, don't just stay there with that bone for a second. Don't lose it. Find it again if you've lost it. So your femur runs up, but it doesn't go straight into the body. The femur actually goes out to the greater trochanter here. That's the bit you're feeling, the outside of the femur there. And then the femur goes slightly upwards and inwards, about a couple of inches, and it goes into the body and joins the hip bone. So it's another ball and socket joint in here. If I just quickly grab Oscar. So this is my pelvis as I am. If I turn side on, you'll see there's a kind of a hollow here. And that's where the head, it's like a ball, goes into this bit here. And this comes out slightly downwards at an angle. Sorry, I'll do it facing you. Slightly downwards at about that angle. And then the bony bit you can feel is round about here. And then it carries on down and back to your knee. So what we need to do is we have a feeling as though the two hip bones, not hip bones, sorry, the two greater trochanters, these bits that you can feel when you do this knee thing here, you feel as you breathe in as though those bones there, as you breathe in, they open left and right. They do that. And so it's the same as what we're doing up here. You know, think of the animal again. Got, you know, two pairs of shoulders in effect, haven't they? Sort of. I know it's not called shoulders. So this is a little bit harder, yeah, because most people are really locked around the pelvis. So off we go. Your hands are here. Yeah. Okay, so bones in the palms and the feet widen. Yeah, let's do this bit by bit. Yeah, and then you breathe out and just hang the muscle. Now, palms and feet and shoulders widening, and then hang the muscle. Palms, feet, shoulders, elbows undoing. Make it big if you like, and undo. Now, palms, feet, shoulders, elbows, hips, undo. Palms, feet, shoulders, elbows, hips, hang. Opening. Once more. Palms, feet, shoulders, elbows, hips. Okay, so what we're starting to do is allow the body to do this feeling of expansion from internally, rather than just do this with a pair of arms, which is nothing. It's nothing. We're trying to engage the entire body in this operation. So when we do this move here and you're sitting back and you go push, all those things are coming into play. I feel my shoulders are widening slightly, but notice I don't do that. I still feel, even though the elbows are settled, I feel the elbows undoing, and it's easier now because there's a slight push going forwards. You can actually feel, but it's an undoing, not a tensing. So let's just do that now once more. Face left or right, or face the front, face the screen. I'll be side on for a second. Okay, so you've sat back onto your rear foot. You're going to get ready to push, sink into your back foot a little bit more. And now everything opens, bones, shoulders, elbows, hip joints, moving forwards, slight extension, sit back. Just keep the hands where they are, but bend the elbows a little bit more. As you go to move forward, that precise second, everything opens. And you move. One more. Sink back. And another one. Good. So that is the principle behind every Tai Chi move. You just go really soft. So ideally, you build this into your into your repertoire of automatic movement. So you don't have to think about it. When you go to push, you don't go, oh, tense. You just relax. And this starts to become part of the way you do almost every move, whether it's this one and here, that's a push down, by the way. There's a push down. I know it's a lift as well. And then we go this side, say to your, wait, oh, hang on a second, oh, so I'm in mirror. Yeah, so here, and I'm folding. Now this is a push with this hand, so let everything go. Just stop trying too hard and push. And you'll find your hands really start to buzz and tingle and get warm.